Hi, Sam from Teach the World to Trade. This is a follow-up from our Unit 1, where we had our first workshop, and it was kind of centered around setting yourself up for success on your trading journey. So this is a little recap of what we went over. Try and test yourself, see what you remembered before you go and look at the slides that I'm going to send out and the recording. And there's going to be a few follow-up things, a little bit of homework for you to do, which will help you on your journey, closing that gap from where you are now to where you want to be as a successful trader. Okay? You won't have to see my face on all the slides. It's just thought it'd be nice to show you my face for a little hello. Okay? And see you all soon. So the workshop recap for Unit 1, where we are setting up for success, where we're trying to close that gap from where you are now to where you're going to be. If you remember, we spoke about a lot of our strengths. You're working out your own strengths as a trader, and we gave yourself a little practice to do that. We look at viacharacter.org. I'm going to put that on the slide at the end. But understanding those strengths and your own strengths is important to get you moving forward of who you are and using those strengths to your benefit, right? Because, coaching theory is know who we are, know what game we're playing, and then we can achieve results. We also looked at science's top 5 for success and flourishing in life. We looked at energy, super important, because without energy you can't get anything done, right? Don't have any motivation without any energy. Hope's up there in the top 5. Hope, also known as optimism. Tomorrow is always going to be better than today, right? And optimism and the hope that I always gave my junior traders and those who are educating universities, talking about trading. There is someone in the world not as smart as you, and this goes for all of you too. Someone in the world not as smart as you, not as driven as you, not as successful as you, that are going to be making money in the markets. Okay, so you've got to take this into yourselves and then process it and realize, right, I can do this. Someone out there, without all of those things that I've got, is doing it, is succeeding. So I've just got to keep persevering, and I've got to learn the process, keep going, practicing, and I'll get there. Optimism, hope. And then we had gratitude, being grateful, keeps you happy. A lot of the traders that I've traded with, super grateful people, really humble. The humility is huge, and you see that in the bonuses they'd receive. A lot of my traders, I'd say 99% of the traders that I've trained and they've earned bonuses, will spend money on their family. They look after their mum or dad or aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters. Some of the best traders I know, before they start buying flashy things themselves, or buy uncles, aunties, houses, parents' houses. It's phenomenal, really. Humility is a real great thing. So that's kind of that gratitude. Also ties in with that whole love, which is another of the top 5 for science. You've got to make sure that you love those around you, that are in your vicinity. Love each other. It's very important. This kind of strength binds us. And the 5th one, final one's curiosity. Curiosity is absolutely key in trading. And I break it down as the curiosity that got me where I am today was, why are markets moving? Why did that price go from there to there? And that's something my dad sat down and taught me and kind of harnessed from a very early age. We used to look at the financial papers when I was about 10 years old, and we look at these numbers of these stocks. And you say, right, that was 20 pence lower last week. I wonder why. If you'd have bought it 20 pence lower and then sold it out this week, you'd have made some money. That's how they do it. So looking at that curiosity, why are markets moving? And hopefully this curiosity is what you've all got anyway, so in abundance, and that's why we're here. What skills traders possess? We looked at that too. We talked about this numerical reasoning, critical thinking, and a few others that are on the slide. I won't go through them all, but I found a little game that you can play called the chartgame.com, which I've used over the years, which kind of gets you trying to second guess where markets are going. It's only a game, there's no money involved, it's free as well. So I put that on there so you can start testing those sorts of skills. Understanding how capital markets work, kind of essential really. I gave you the Economics 101 about supply and demand, which is super important, which is the main driver of all prices. Supply goes up of a certain commodity, price has to come down because there's more of it. Vice versa, there's less of something, price goes up. And that's why we get inflation. Really, deep down, if there's more people want something, price goes up. If there's less of something, price goes up. That's how we get inflation, and it always has been, really. So we'll learn more about how capital markets work. That's it, simply in a nutshell. But we'll start looking at the markets that we're going to use to practice our trading on, and we'll weave in that supply and demand, and we'll look at where we get information on about the supply and demand, which is going to affect these prices that hopefully we can profit from. And then we looked at a lot of trading essentials as well. We looked at leverage was very important, understanding the difference between leverage and cash when you're trading, and various other things. I think we spoke about clearers and how you get to the market yourselves as retail customers. We talk about the difference between crypto, where you go straight to the exchange, and spread betting and CFDs, which a lot of the time retail customers have to go to. And we're going to cover lots of trading essentials as we go every week. Okay, so working out your strengths, skills that traders possess, understanding how capital markets work, markets that we're going to look at, trading essentials. That was all covered if you remember, and if not, I'm going to send out some slides for you to watch again. Okay, next steps for Unit 1, where we're setting you up for success to be a trader. You've got a little bit of homework. Take that strengths test that I've mentioned a few times at www.viacharacter.org. It's totally free to do. It should take about 15 minutes or so, and then you'll kind of get an understanding of your baseline of who you are, what your strengths are, how they might help you going forward. Once you know those strengths as well, you can see if any of the top 5 are in there that science tells us that you should have to help you flourish in life. They do change. I mean, they aren't set for life as well. I mean, this is the whole coaching theory, right? You know your strengths. You know the ones that are science says that are going to be good for us, so we can work on those too if they're not there. I've been working on my energy since I started this coaching because my energy was very low and it was just like number one. So I do loads of stuff, and I'm sure I'm going to talk about that going forward. Okay, so take that strengths test. Test your numerical reasoning and critical thinking skills at www.chartgame.com. This is a free little trading chart game, which is good. It will set you up for next week as well, for the next session, where we will be looking at charts and technical analysis. And it kind of gives you this idea to make decisions based on what's going on in the past. It's totally free. It's good fun. I've used this for years too, so I'm glad it's still going. So check that out, chartgame.com. I'm also going to send out a Trader A to Z, so like a vocabulary sheet that you'll receive. Have a little read and digest as much as you can, but we'll be picking up the language as we go, and I'll be using it a bit more from session 2. And then getting ready for next week, we're going to be using a TradingView as our platform, and you can set up a free account at www.tradingview.com. And we'll be using it for a lot of our technical analysis, how we view markets, information we can get out. Great website, really good. I use it for my day-to-day trading as well as this training traders. So check that out. It's totally free, tradingview.com. Okay, and that's about it from me. So have a good week and see you all soon.